I am honestly so excited about this video, let's say turbo excited, to do 10 positive versus 10 negative things about Malta. If this is your first time bumping into my channel, my name is Alex and I do YouTube videos about Malta. And for anyone who is returning back to my videos, thank you so much for your support and thanks for watching my videos. I'm pretty sure they're keeping you entertained and at the same time they're giving you a lot of information. In this video you will be getting 10 positive information about Malta and 10 negatives information about Malta. As well, I will be reading out loud comments of expats, what they're saying, which are the negative things that they do not like about Malta. This we are going to keep until the very end of the video, because the moment when I started recording this video, I pulled out my second phone over here and I wrote down on the expats group Malta people to tell me one thing that they do not like about the island. Oh boy, oh boy. The comment section is insane. It's been an hour and there are over 112 comments on the post. Let's start. In this video, I will be not saying 10 positive and then 10 negative things about Malta. I managed to put them one against each other, so there will be one positive, then one negative, and so on. The very first thing that I really like about Malta is the long summer days that we have on the island through the whole year. We do have nearly 6 months, starting somewhere from March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay, so that would be 7, full with sun. And over all these months when it's super sunny on the island, and even in the winter times, there are so many activities that you can do to remain yourself entertained. However, there is a negative thing, which is especially related to the teenagers. There are not so many activities that teenagers will keep them entertained and socialize outdoors. Some things, for example, like theme parks. Moving on, we are going to the second fact, positive side that I would like to say, and this is that we do have 300 days of sun on the island, 65 days it will rain. Now, the rain in Malta, sometimes it's super heavy and it can last for an hour or more, but sometimes it's super light and it will occur maybe like 20 minutes throughout the whole day in winter time or autumn or spring whatsoever. However, guys, in summer it never rains. Hold on a minute. I think that beginning of September it's still in summer, yes, as a season, and occasionally we do get rain in September. At least 3 to 4, maximum 5 days it might rain. But there is a negative side, which is the second point about the negative side of Malta, which is when it rains, especially heavy rain in Malta, the drainage system is so bad that there are so many roads on the island that are flooded, which results into people being late for work, some businesses they need to shut down, you end up in traffic, or just you need to stay throughout the whole day at home. The third, and I would say my personal favorite thing about the island, the positive side of Malta, is that there is such a beautiful vibe over here. I don't know, there is something special in the air, that it has such a positive vibe on the island, maybe especially even the summer days, when you see everyone so happy, you see the tourists here. It could be that we do have all these 300 days of sun, and considering that sun is the source of vitamin D, which is happiness for people, I think that this might have an impact to get that type of like positive vibe around the island. But there is something opposite of this, which is the constant battle between the expats and the locals on social media. Guys, even on this comment that I posted today, which I'm gonna read the comments later on, it's been so funny to read some of the comments. And there is this syndrome of go back to your country when people are not agreeing to one another and one is local and the other one is not. There is always that comment, go back to your country. This is so funny, sad at the same time. But anyway, we are moving on to the fourth fact, which is the positive side about Malta. And this is that we do have a very good connections on a European level. We can travel pretty much all around Europe, which makes you feel that you are not isolated, and it also gives you the liberty that whenever you want to travel somewhere, it is easy to be done. However, there is something opposite of this, and this is the negative side, number 4, which is that the salary in Malta are so low comparing to the cost of living that makes for people more difficult either to save or to travel. Now, shortly I will say about this. We do have cost of living on a European standard, but the salaries over here are not the same as the other European Union countries. The next positive fact about Malta, number 5, it would be something related to the real estate. For example, if you are renting an apartment and if you would like to change, you are not scared that you would not find anything. 100% you will, because there's so many apartments available on the island that even if your landlord kicks you out from your apartment, as long as you have money to pay, you can easily find anything either on the same day or the day after. The opportunities to find a new apartment are endless. However, there is a negative side of this, which is negative side number 5, and this is the fact that the rents are so expensive and the quality that you get for these prices, it's ridiculous. The rents are high, and this is a fact. And now I know that real estate agents will watch this video and they will say, no, they're not high, compare with this country, with that country, blah, blah, blah. They are high, full stop. The next positive thing that I really like about Malta, and I would say fact number 6, is the beautiful scenery that we have on the island. The sea, the yellow Maltese stone, the beautiful blue sky. So when you go out and you enjoy, it's really idyllic for you to see all of this. And when you are walking in some traditional areas, it's really nice to see all this scenery. And especially if you're someone who likes hiking, there's so many interesting places that you can go here, even climbing, especially in goats, when you're doing all of this on the rocks. The opposite of this, which is not really opposite, but I would say when you're enjoying this beautiful scenery, there is a thing that there are not so many bins around the island, and this is the next number 6 negative point that I really don't like, which is we need to invest more into bins. But at the same time, we as human beings need to be more careful. There is so much litter around the island and people are so careless. But at the same time, I have no idea why this is not regulated. Let's move on to the fact number 7. Another easy connection, but within the island itself. It's very easy for you to go from, let's say, the central part to Malta to the south, from the south to the north, from the north back to the central or whatsoever. This is something that it's very easy for all of us because you can easily arrive, let's say, in 10 minutes from point A to point B, up to an hour from point A to point B. This would be like the maximum if you would like to go all around the island. But there is a negative side about this, which is when you're on the roads, there is traffic. But traffic, it's inevitable in any country. But here we have a lot of nervous drivers, careless drivers, drivers who think like they're the only one on the roads. Hence, we are having a lot of car accidents lately. And anyone who is watching this video lives in Malta and is on the road, please, I would like to remind you, you are not alone on the roads. You can control and you can do whatever you want with your life. As long as you're on the roads, you're risking other people's lives as well. Wow. Now we are moving on to number 8, then we have number 9 and number 10, and then I'm reading the comments, which I'm so excited about because some of them are so funny. Number 8, the positive point that I really like about Malta, would be the old traditional architecture, and it still exists on the island and it's absolutely majestic. Sometimes when we are walking in Mdina with all these Maltese stones, it feels like you are part of a movie scene. And in some of the villages around the island, you feel the same. They have such a beautiful architecture, which I am in love with. I love the yellow stones and I love the balconies in different colors. For me, this is Malta, and this is what I would like to see as a tourist. However, I'm coming up to the worst thing that I don't like about the island, fact number 8, and this is that unfortunately, all this beautiful traditional architecture, we are losing it with all the construction and the demolishing of this. Is Malta losing its own identity? I think we need to make this as a whole other dedicated video. My voice is changing when I'm getting frustrating. This is something about me now on a personal level that you can easily see through my face and my voice, my emotion. The next thing, which is number 9, is about the beautiful hidden beaches in Malta, and not only as a scenery overall as a hidden beach, but also the sea itself. The Mediterranean Sea over here on the island has really nice coasts, really nice bays. For example, one of them is Kalanka Bay, which I already have a dedicated video about. It's not that hidden, but it's not that popular either. However, there is another thing. We do have really nice hidden beaches that you really need to go and look for them. But from the other side, the public beaches and the beaches where people are coming for or tourists are coming for are packed. Over the summertime, sardinas. one next to each other, conserva. You can't even imagine how busy they are. Which many of us are complaining about, but we are still ending up going to Paradise Bay. Anyway, now guys, we are moving on to the last thing, number 10, which is the multinational environment in Malta. You can find people from all over the world, which for me it's such a positive thing because you can always find new friends, you can always meet new people, learn about their tradition, about their culture, about their religion. You can gain a lot. We are all like open books and we learn from one another. This is something that I really like about Malta, and it's one of the main reasons why I wanted to move over here on the island. Maybe that could be an interesting video if I do why did I move to Malta. Anyway, however, from the other side I would like to end my 10th negative side of Malta, which is that I am seeing, even though it's a multinational environment, still there is a class difference of how people hang out. You can find people that are hanging out together as a community from all over the world. However, I am seeing a lot of difference when it comes to friendship according to the social status or class or financial status whatsoever. Let me put it in this way to be more easier for you to understand what I would like to say is like this. People that are earning somewhere between 2,000 and 2,500 euros a month do not hang out with people that are on a minimum wage. No one can prove me wrong, because this is the reality of it, what I'm seeing. Anyway, now we are moving to the final part, which is the most interesting, and I'm pretty sure that many of you were waiting for this, is for me to read the comments what expats on the expats group of Malta were saying, what are the things that they do not like about Malta. Hold on a minute, let me get my phone. So the question that I ask on the group of expats Malta is, one thing you certainly don't like about Malta. I'm filtering only the top comments because in a matter of 1 hour there are 112 comments. And just I'll read few of the top comments which they say. The funniest one. Expats moaning about it all the time. It has 23 likes. Next. Negative people complaining about everything. Yeah. Next. That it feels like so much is stuck in the 1950s. Someone is saying, I do miss trees, not that I'm a tree hugger or anything. Also, don't like the shooting of birds. Yeah, this is a good point, thanks. Someone else is saying, once beautiful, deteriorating old buildings. Oh, okay. Everything is at least 5 times more expensive than anywhere else in Europe. Considering Malta is in the EU, the amount of EU countries that won't deliver to Malta is ridiculous. Next one is saying, cost of living compared to wages. You're surviving, there is a difference. Shame really, as I love Malta. Okay, I didn't understand this much. Listen to this, someone is saying, your channel. Trying to depict its beauty by omit a lot of its downsides, but we cope with it. I'm Maltese, just asking you be realistic. I think in this video I was quite realistic, even putting your comment there. Someone is saying, no dumpsters and recycle bins, still not used to it. It has 9 likes. And then we have garbage or narrow sidewalks. I feel sorry for all people with disabilities. Yeah, this is a good point as well. This is not a country for you. 5 or 6 euros an hour depends on what job you have. If you have no professional skills, yes, that's the salaries in such cleaning sector. That's okay. 12 comments on someone, he is Maltese, saying the thing that he doesn't like about Malta, moaning expats. Oh, this is a good one, listen. People smoking literally everywhere. Someone else is saying no safe walking pathways to walk all around the island. Okay, so this is pretty much same as the other one and it has 5 likes as well. So people do agree with this. Okay, and yeah, cost of living, one more. I think that this video is going to be 15 minutes and is going to open a lot in the comment section over here. I'm so excited to read the comments, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, share it with anyone who would like to get more information about Malta, because I'm pretty sure even though it's an interesting topic and quite controversial, I would say, still it's full with informations. If you enjoyed this video and this is your first time bumping into me, make sure to click that subscribe button to get more of the insights about Malta. And until I see you in my next one, bye.